best days are coming. Your best days are coming. Your best days are coming. Your best days are coming. You must know this. I was thinking a lot about the society that we live in. I think that we all have different perspectives, right? Depending on our age, depending on our nationality, our race, our complexion, our height, our gender. It's a lot of factors that go into what makes us who we are. It's the root and the offspring, the night and bright star, the spirit and the bride. What do I mean? The first thing, I like to talk about, and often in my books, you can preview at illuminatednubians.com. The first lesson is to be able to discern the difference between what God has made and the Lord. See, this essential difference is significant and it goes unnoticed. It's fascinating how many people are blinded by the narrative of the mainstream. Of course, there's supposed to be a mainstream narrative, something that Forbes, as they say, Forbes, as you know, is what they call sheep's food. If you're a shepherd, you need your herd to be cooperative. You can't have each sheep thinking in its own way and going in its own direction. That's not how society flows and functions. So you need to have a narrative for the masses, institutions that shape that narrative and groom your producer and your consumer to be able to benefit its master, And so the process of domestication is to take the young from its roots, its parenting, its tree of knowledge, and forbid them. You wipe out the operating system, you wash out everything of their past, and you instill or install or indoctrinate a new operating system. It's just like formatting a computer hard drive, wiping it out of its old operating system and installing a new, updated. And what people don't realize is that in essence is what is the flaw, what we see in our society. It's the indoctrination, it's the installation, it's the terms and conditions that we are accepting by participating in the social medium. And I'm saying all that to say is that, our society, the programming is what is causing the enmity between the nations, the people, the races, and the genders. I mean, we living in a time where to think naturally is considered offensive. It's punishable by cancellation, basically deletion. You want to delete you for speaking your truth. Like, I am a man. You are a woman because you were born with the womb. The earth is global. It is round. This is the reason why we have the sun and the moon, to remind us of the cycles. The day and the night, the 4 seasons. See, the flat earth concept makes us clear about how different human beings are able to think, and how far one side will go to prove its case. And this is good. It should be opposing views to cause us to explore the truth. To refine our knowledge. You know, I wanted to put into this world a different form of content. A thought-provoking content. Something to make you wonder. But not wander aimlessly, but towards a destination. You know, I say, where is your faith leading you to? What outcomes have you produced? And you can show me a watch, a necklace, an earring, a ring. But I'm more interested in the story behind that ring. Did you just buy it at a store? Are you a consumer? Do you know where the gems come from? What do they mean? What is the meaning? What is the significance? So, I am a proponent of exploring the world of God, and I know that the exploration of the Word of God is not only access to the world of God, but it's also like the sword of God, which wards off of the oppositions as you gain towards your destination. You know, some people believe in destiny. Destiny is those things that occur at your destination that you could not control. The people you meet, who are spirits embodied into a flesh, and each one of them have their own story, their own perspective. But they are in your domain. Typically things are for a purpose. Things happen for a reason. So as you sit in the places that you choose to go, whether it's your workplace or your favorite country, may your passport get stamped from each of your favorite countries, and may your paycheck be significant enough, sufficient enough to make your destination prosper, because it is there where you will discover your destiny. But it takes you to determine where that will be, and then be determined to be there in the time that you set. You see, this life is about setting goals that excite you and even scare you at the same time. You know, I remember, seeing someone taking a hot air balloon ride over the Nile River on YouTube. And I said, that is one I want to do. That there is where I want to get on the hot air balloon. And it seemed like a short time after having that thought that I was in the hot air balloon, pursuing this goal. Now, I typically pursue goals, whether that I am alone, whether I'm broke, whether I'm tired, whether I'm scared. Once I set that goal, I keep going. And as a matter of fact, I was actually kind of, as they say, under the weather. I was not feeling well on the day that I was in the hot air balloon. And it was hot in the hot air balloon, not just because of the heat in the Sahara, but it was hot because of the flames which produced the heat to lift the balloon, which is just a parachute. It's basically a fire inside a parachute. And we're in a little basket, my sons and I, and a few other passengers who shared this perspective on this Sunday morning in Luxor, Egypt. Things that happen to us beyond our control. It's destiny. But the things that happen